Imagine the shimmering ambition of Dubai, with its towering skyscrapers and world-class luxury. Now, transplant that ambition to the ancient shores of the Aegean Sea, the very cradle of Western civilization. Replace the endless desert with the azure blue of the Mediterranean, and swap manufactured islands for a coastline steeped in millennia of history. What you get is not a copy, but a bold, new vision. This is the story of how Greece, a nation defined by its past, is building a city of the future on the forgotten ruins of its recent history. A project so massive, it promises to reshape not just the skyline of Athens, but the economic destiny of the entire country. We are about to dive deep into the Ellinikon, the largest urban regeneration project in all of Europe. A plan that's been dormant for over 2 decades, delayed by economic collapse and political turmoil, but is now rising from the ground at a breathtaking pace. Is this truly Europe's answer to Dubai? Or is it something far more unique, far more revolutionary? We'll dissect the architecture, the technology, and the controversy to find out. If you are fascinated by mega projects that redefine cities and push the boundaries of what's possible, then you've come to the right place. To help our channel grow and bring you more incredible stories of human ingenuity, do us a quick favor and hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Your support is the fuel for these deep dives, and we appreciate every single one of you. Now, let's get back to the birth of a new Athens. To understand the sheer audacity of the Ellinikon, you must first understand the city it's being born into. Athens is not just a city, it's a living museum. The Parthenon, perched atop the Acropolis, has watched over this land for 2,500 years. But look beyond the ancient marble, and you'll see a modern metropolis struggling with the pressures of the 21st century. The city's panorama is a dense, sprawling sea of uniform, light-colored concrete buildings, a result of a post-war construction boom that prioritized rapid housing over thoughtful urban planning. This relentless urban density has come at a steep price. For a civilization that gave the world the agora, the open public space for assembly and dialogue, modern Athens is paradoxically starved of open, green space. An astonishingly low 11% of the city's surface is covered by trees, placing it near the very bottom of all European capitals. This isn't just an aesthetic problem, it's an existential one. Athens is Europe's southernmost continental capital, and it gets hot, dangerously hot. The urban heat island effect turns the city into a furnace during summer, with a record temperature of 44.8 degrees Celsius, or nearly 113 degrees Fahrenheit, pushing the city and its residents to their absolute limits. Tragically, the green lungs that surround the city have also been shrinking, with wildfires devouring a quarter of the trees in the surrounding mountains in just the last 6 years. The situation is so critical that planting trees has become a major political initiative, a desperate attempt to bring shade and breathable air back to a choking metropolis. This is the Athens that is crying out for a savior. And that savior has a name, the Ellinikon. The project is rising on a truly hallowed piece of land, a massive 6.2 square kilometer plot 3 times the size of Monaco, located on the site of the old Ellinikon International Airport. For decades, this was the gateway to Greece, a glamorous hub where movie stars and shipping magnates would step onto Greek soil for the first time. But in 2001, a new, modern airport opened for the upcoming Olympic Games, and Ellinikon fell silent. Its runways, once roaring with jets, became ghostly quiet. The terminal, once bustling with life, became a monument to a bygone era. For a brief moment in 2004, the site was repurposed for the Summer Olympics, hosting venues for canoeing, hockey, and baseball. But after the athletes went home, the site fell into disuse once again, a vast derelict landscape of cracked tarmac and decaying stadiums right on the city's stunning coastline. So why did this prime piece of real estate, perfectly positioned between the city center and the sea, sit abandoned for 2 long decades? The answer is a story of economic catastrophe. In the mid-2000s, plans were drawn up to transform the area into a massive metropolitan park. But then, the 2008 financial crisis hit Greece like a fiscal tsunami. The country was plunged into a debt crisis of historic proportions, owing over $330 billion. The economy collapsed, unemployment skyrocketed, and the nation was forced into years of painful austerity. All ambitious projects were frozen. Private investment vanished. The dream of a great park died, and the Ellinikon site became a symbol of a nation's broken promises. For years, the only activity was a makeshift refugee camp, a stark reminder of the multiple crises facing the country. But from the ashes of that crisis, a new, even more ambitious idea was born. In 2014, one of Greece's largest developers, Lambda Development, secured the rights to the land, proposing not just a park, but an entire new city. A privately funded €8 billion megaproject that would create a modern, luxurious, and green extension of Athens. Yet, even then, bureaucratic hurdles and political opposition tied up the project for another 7 years. Finally, in 2021, the bulldozers rolled in, and construction began. The Ellinikon was no longer a dream. It was becoming a reality. So, what exactly is being built here? Describing the Ellinikon as a new neighborhood is an understatement. It is a fully integrated, master-planned city. The project is designed around a central, magnificent park that will be its green heart. At 2.5 square kilometers, it will be one of the largest coastal parks in the world, filled with over 31,000 new trees from 86 different native species and more than 1 million Mediterranean plants. To put that in perspective, New York's iconic Central Park has around 18,000 trees. The Ellinikon Park alone will single-handedly increase the amount of accessible green space for every citizen in Athens by a staggering 44%. It will be the new, desperately needed lungs for the Greek capital. But the Ellinikon is far more than just a park. It's a vision of a new way of living. Rising above the park and the coastline will be Greece's first true skyscrapers. The crown jewel is the Riviera Tower, a breathtaking 200-meter residential high-rise designed by the world-renowned architects Foster & Partners. Its elegant, biophilic design ensures that every single one of its 200 apartments has a stunning, unobstructed view of the sea. The tower is already a symbol of the new Athens, and despite prices averaging $3.7 million per unit, every single residence was sold out long before construction even reached its halfway point. And it's not the only residential offering. The project includes a diverse mix of housing, from luxurious beachfront villas with private access to the sand, to chic urban apartments in a neighborhood aptly named Little Athens. This area is designed to echo the charm of traditional Greek city life, with low-rise buildings, walkable streets, boutique shops, and local cafes, all seamlessly integrated between the park and the beach. In total, the Ellinikon will introduce around 8,000 new residential units to the city. As of today, demand has been immense, with nearly half of all buyers coming from abroad, drawn by the allure of a Mediterranean lifestyle combined with modern luxury, and in some cases, the promise of a golden visa, which grants residency, and a path to an EU passport for significant real estate investments. Of course, to compete with Dubai, you need more than just nice apartments and a park. You need attractions, and the Ellinikon is delivering. Along its beautifully restored 1.5-kilometer beachfront on the Athens Riviera, a massive integrated resort is taking shape. Developed in partnership with the iconic Hard Rock brand, this $1.5 billion complex will feature a luxury hotel, world-class entertainment venues, and a major casino, aiming to become the premier entertainment destination in Southeast Europe. Add to that the largest and most modern shopping mall in Greece, a state-of-the-art marina capable of berthing superyachts, and numerous sports facilities, from tennis academies to aquatic centers. The goal is clear: create a self-sustaining ecosystem of luxury, leisure, and entertainment that operates year-round, breaking Greece's traditional reliance on seasonal tourism. Projections estimate that the Ellinikon will attract an additional 1 million high-spending tourists to Athens each year. For a European traveler, a 3-hour flight to the Athens Riviera is a far more convenient proposition than a 7-hour flight to the Arabian Gulf. This is Greece's strategic advantage. But perhaps the most forward-thinking aspect of the Ellinikon is its commitment to sustainability and technology. But this isn't just a greenwash development. It's being built from the ground up as a smart city. It will feature advanced water collection and wastewater treatment systems to minimize its environmental footprint. A smart power grid will optimize energy consumption, and a comprehensive fiber optic network will provide seamless connectivity for residents and businesses. The entire city is designed to be explored on foot or by bicycle, with an extensive 50-kilometer network of walkways and cycle paths. It's a model for 15-minute city living, where everything you need is a short, pleasant walk away. This all leads back to our central question. Is this Greece's Dubai? In some ways, the comparison is obvious. The scale of ambition, the focus on iconic architecture, the creation of a luxury tourism and real estate hub, these are all pages taken directly from the Dubai playbook. The Ellinikon will undoubtedly have the same magnetic pull for global wealth and tourism. However, the differences are far more profound and ultimately more important. Dubai was built on a tabula rasa, a blank slate of desert sand. The Ellinikon is being woven into the rich, complex fabric of one of the world's oldest cities. It isn't erasing history, it's building on top of it, creating a new layer for the 21st century. Its most powerful selling point isn't manufactured spectacle, but nature itself. Where Dubai has a ski slope and a mall, the Ellinikon has a sprawling coastal park. Where Dubai offers a view of the desert, the Ellinikon offers the timeless beauty of the Mediterranean Sea and a connection to a landscape that has inspired poets and philosophers for centuries. Furthermore, Greece is not and cannot be a tax haven petrostate. This project is a massive economic gamble, funded by private capital and predicated on boosting the national GDP by an estimated 2.4% and creating over 75,000 jobs. Its success is intrinsically linked to the health and recovery of the Greek economy. So perhaps the question isn't whether Greece is building its own Dubai. Perhaps the real story is that Greece is building something that Dubai could never be. A model for future urban development that places sustainability, nature, and human well-being at its core, rather than just luxury for luxury's sake. It's not about conquering the desert, it's about healing a city. It's a statement that a nation can honor its unparalleled ancient past while simultaneously building a bold, innovative, and hopeful future. The Ellinikon is not a copy of anything. It is uniquely and proudly Hellenic. What are your thoughts on this monumental project? Is the Ellinikon a brilliant model for the future of our cities, or a hyper-exclusive playground for the global elite that risks being disconnected from the rest of Athens? We'd love to hear your perspective in the comments down below. As always, thank you so much for joining us on this journey, and we'll see you in the next video.